Hello kids, how are you all? First of all, good morning to you. I hope you are fine. I am Pushpu Patel from Saraswati Group of Education and today I am conducting session number 3 for chapter number 2. Right, so I hope you all are ready to understand the new topic. But before we start the new topic, what you should have? Yes, your textbook and pencil. Now kids, what is the chapter's title? It is components of food. Right, that we know. We have understand the nutrients. We have understand that what kind of a food are rich in what kind of a nutrients. There are 5 total nutrients. Right, carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals. Right, from this 5, last time or you can say in last session, we have studied the carbohydrates. There are actually 2 types of carbohydrates. The one is a simple carbohydrates, right? That means the food which get digested very easily and will give us quick energy, or you can say instant energy, right? So we can say that simple carbohydrates are getting converted into simple sugar. Now we are learning the second topic, or you can say the second part of the carbohydrate. So what is that? The today's topic is complex carbohydrates. Right? So in your textbook, please open page number 17. Right? On which we are going to start with the today's topic, that is complex carbohydrates. Now kids, before we start it, I have given you a certain instruction, or you can say certain information about the simple carbohydrates, that the food which give us instant energy and will get digested quickly inside the body and it will get converted to the simple sugar like fructose, glucose, maltose, right, etc. That is what it is, simple sugar. So that are considered as simple carbohydrate. That means the food will be broken down into the simple substance or simple sugar and will give us energy. So what is the major difference between the simple carbohydrate and the complex carbohydrate? That we have to understand. See in your textbook first. Complex carbohydrates take a longer time to be digested. Now, we know that the simple carbohydrate will get digested quickly, very fast, right? But there are certain type of food which will take a longer time to get digested. And from that food, many food materials have the complex carbohydrates. Now, what do you mean by that? Means the food which take the longer time to get digested in your body, and if that food is having the nutrient called carbohydrate, it will be considered as complex carbohydrates material, right? That means it is taking longer time, it is taking much time to get digested in your body, right? See here, they are first broken down into simple carbohydrates and then into simple sugar like glucose. Now what will happen? See, if I say that complex carbohydrate will first get converted into what? Into simple carbohydrate. Right, first it will get digested in our body and then it will get converted to the simple carbohydrate. First complex carbohydrate, then it will get converted to the simple carbohydrate, right? And we know that simple carbohydrate means what? Simple carbohydrate means converting the food into sugar, right? So after the complex carbohydrate gets converted into simple carbohydrate, that in the next step, simple carbohydrate will get converted into simple sugar. Now what do you mean by simple sugar? You can take the example like glucose, or you can take the example fructose, right? So here the process of digestion will take place, right? So after the digestion, complex carbohydrate will get converted to simple carbohydrate, and that simple carbohydrate will get converted to the simple sugar like glucose, right? And this simple sugar is giving us energy. But how? Let us understand. See, these simple sugars are then absorbed by the blood to provide energy to the body. We know this procedure, that how complex carbohydrate is getting converted into the sugar, right? And this sugar will get absorbed by the blood. That means it will get mixed in the blood. And we all know that the blood is getting circulated throughout the body from head to toe, right? So when the blood is getting circulated, this digested sugar will also get circulated in the entire body, and because of that our body will get energy. Clear till here? Now see kids, I have explained you the process. You can see that it is 3-step process, and just because it is the 3-step process, or you can say it is the longer process than the digestion of a simple carbohydrate, we can say that the food which contain the complex carbohydrate will take the longer time to get digested, right? They will take much more time, right? And after the end of this process, it will get mixed with the blood, and that simple sugar will get absorbed in the blood and will get circulated in the entire body. Clear? Let's read further. Starch is a complex carbohydrate that fulfills majority of our carbohydrate requirements. That means we know carbohydrate is considered as the energy giving food, or you can say energy giving nutrient. So whenever we are taking the food having the carbohydrate, the simple, or you can say the complex carbohydrate is which one? It is actually starch. Right, so starch will get converted to the simple sugar. First, starch will get converted to the simple carbohydrate, that is simple sugar, and that simple sugar will get absorbed by the blood, and then it will get circulated in the entire body. Clear? It's a very simple process. I have repeated the process 2-3 times in a different manner, so that you can have a better understanding, right? Okay. Now you have to underline this statement. Which one? See the 4th line from the top. Starch is a complex carbohydrate that fulfills majority of our carbohydrate requirement. Matlab whatever the amount of energy our body requires, that amount of energy, or you can say half the amount of that, will be provided by the starch, right? So every day we should take a food having the proper amount of starch, or in short proper amount of carbohydrate. Clear? I hope you have underlined the statement. Let's read further. Common examples of food containing starch. That means the food which have the complex carbohydrate. As we know that the starch is example of complex carbohydrate, right? So starch, or you can say complex carbohydrate, which type of a food will have the starch in it? See, such as corn, that means maize, rice, wheat, bread and potato. That means not only this many foods are having a carbohydrate, or you can say starch, But other than this also, there are so many food items which will be having a carbohydrate. But here, as per your grade, only few examples are given. Right? So corn, you can say rice, wheat, bread and potatoes are considered as having complex carbohydrate in them. That means it will take longer time to get digest in your body. Just because these all food items have to go through this 3-step process. Suppose if you are eating potato, right? So it has a starch, but that starch has to get converted into sugar. So when you eat the potato will get digested and first it will convert to the simple carbohydrate. From starch it will get converted to simple carbohydrate and then it will get converted to sugar. So यहाँ तक पहुँचने के बाद the third step, when the third step is over, the whole energy from that potato will get mixed with your blood and then your body will have that energy. Right? Clear till here? Let's go further. If we consume more carbohydrates than required by our body, the extra carbohydrates are converted into fat and remain stored in the body. That means, we see many type of people. Some of the people are such will have the habit like eating potatoes every day. They don't eat pulses. They don't eat any green leafy vegetables, right? They only eat potatoes. And our body has certain limitations, right? If you have the capacity of eating only 2 or 3 chapatis and if you will eat more than that, what will happen? You will have a stomach ache, right? Same way, everyone's body have different requirement of the carbohydrate. So if the person has taken the more amount of carbohydrate, then what will happen? That extra carbohydrate will get there in their body and will get converted into fat, right? Which may lead to gaining the weight, right? वो बंदे का वजन बढ़ जाएगा. Why? Because the extra amount of carbohydrate has been converted into fat, which leads to gaining of weight. Right? Clear? So in short, whatever the amount of food you are taking, you should have the idea that what is good for your body, and if the food is good and healthy, how much amount you should take. Not less, not more. Right? Because everything in excess is also poison. Right? If you are taking some more food, it may lead to certain disease in your body. Right? See, if we consume more carbohydrates than required by our body, the extra carbohydrates are converted into fat and remain stored in the body. That we know. That means it will get converted to what? Fat. Right? So I hope you have understood the complex carbohydrate and this 3-step process. Is it clear? Right? You can take a screenshot of it if you want. Okay. So now we are moving to the next topic. Okay? Are you all ready? Let's start. So kids, our next topic is fat. Now from the name itself, you can start imagine what is the meaning of fat. If we see the person is having too much weight, we call that person as a fat person. But here we have to understand fat in terms of science. So see on the same page, fats are also composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. First of all, underline this statement. Right? Now, composed means what? Mixture or made up of. So when you eat the food having a fat nutrient in it, that means means you are not only consuming that food, but you are also consuming the gases present in it. Which are that? See, the first one is carbon. The second one is hydrogen. And the third one is oxygen. Right. So fat is composed, or you can say fat is a mixture of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Now, let me write the sign for these three gases. Whenever we are writing certain name of a chemicals or element, it has a sign. Right? जैसे आपका नाम का पहला initial होता है. Right? So I can say खुशबू. So K. So same way, many elements in a chemical, they have a sign. All the elements actually. Right? So for extra, this you don't need to remember. But for extra, I am writing it. For carbon, the sign is C. Right? For hydrogen, the sign is H. And for oxygen, the sign is O. Right? That means we can say that the fat is made up of CHO. You can take a photo of it. C stands for carbon, H stands for hydrogen, and O stands for oxygen. So fat is a mixture of these three gases. Fat means the food which is having a fat inside. Right? See further. They are also energy giving food. Now in the previous section we have studied that if the carbohydrate is more in some of the body, that carbohydrate will get converted to fat. Right? So fat is also considered as energy giving food like the carbohydrate. Right? मतलब जैसे हम कार्बोहाइड्रेट को समझते हैं एनर्जी गिविंग फूड, सेम वे द फैट न्यूट्रिएंट or the food which is having a fat inside is also considered as energy giving food. Right? Let me give you one example. You are eating regularly on daily basis. Suppose on one day, due to some occasion, every family member is keeping a fast. That means you don't have to eat for the full day. Right? So do you get faint? Chakkar aane padi jai chhe? No. Right? Even if you are not eating for 1 day or 2 days, you will not get faint. Why? Because our body will take the energy from the fat. That means whatever the fat which is stored inside our body, from that fat, energy will be taken by the body to do the task, to do the work. So fat food is also necessary, but not too much. Right? See here. A gram of a fat releases twice the energy released by the same quantity of carbohydrate. That means see, this is 1 gram of a fat and this is 1 gram of a carbohydrate. So 1 gram of a fat will release the double energy than 1 gram of carbohydrate. Right? Quantities of both the nutrient are same. दोनों 1-1 ग्राम ही है, but एक ज़्यादा एनर्जी देता है, डबल एनर्जी देता है और एक कम एनर्जी देता है. Right? So this is the comparison of a fat and carbohydrate. Right? Let's read further. Fats are obtained from both animal and plant sources. That means in the first chapter we have studied that we get food from plant as well as from animals. Right? So fat nutrient is also provided from the food which we get from the animal as well as from the plant. The people who have the habit to take the meat, non-vegetarian people, will have the extra fat in their body. Right? See here. Fat-rich food items such as butter, ghee, meat and eggs are obtained from animals. We all know that butter, ghee and cheese we are not getting directly from animal, right? कि आ गए घी आपे, आ गए butter आपे, no. But they are giving us milk, and from that we can make a different product like butter, ghee, cheese, sweets and many other things, right? So these are the animal product which is rich in fat. That means which will give you fat nutrient, right? See here, vegetable oils like groundnut oil, mustard oil, coconut oil, sunflower oil, right? Which we use for cooking purpose. So that oil are also providing us a fat. That means having a too much of oil is bad for your health, right? And nuts, that means dry fruits like almonds and cashew nuts are fats from plant. So that means the way we have seen the fat food from the animals like eggs and butter and cheese and ghee, same way vegetable oils and nuts are the food which we get from the plant which are good enough fat. That means they are rich source of a fat, right? See, intake means lena, khana. Turn the page. Intake of fats in a moderate quantities. Moderate means not less, not more. Moderate quantities is essential for our body, right? Everything in a excess is a poison. I told you prior also. कुछ भी चीज ज्यादा लो तो एक जहर जितना ही खराब होता है, right? So moderate amount of every food is necessary, not less, or else you will suffer with certain disease, not more. Maybe you may suffer with that disease, right? So moderate quantities of every food is essential for the growth and development of your body. Fats from a layer under the skin and provide us warmth. That means this is the skin. Under the skin, right, we have a muscles. That muscles are actually storing the fat, right, which gives us warmth. You see, if you have observed that fat person jo hote hain, right, they don't feel too much cold like a thin person, right? Why? Because they have a more fat in their body, and that fat is giving them warmth, garmi ape chhe, right? So fat provide us warmth. See, fatty tissue around certain organs such as eyes and kidneys offer protection to these organs by acting as a shock absorber, right? Fat tissue over here, this one, right? These tissue and the tissue which is present near the kidneys, it is also considered as a fat tissue, right? About fat tissue and shock absorber you will study in a higher grade, but right now you just have to understand that this fat tissue are working as a cushion and they will give us warmth, and they are shock absorber. That means if we have electric shock, that will not go towards to the organ directly because the fat tissue will be a obstacle for them, right? So that is what shock absorber. Okay, see, now there is a small activity given which is activity number 3 which you will perform at your home. What will you do? You will take a groundnut seed, magfali na dana levana છે. Take a plain paper, put that seed on a paper, fold that paper and crush the seed. You see what will happen, right? And you will tell me when we will meet for the live lecture. Okay? Fine. So that was about the fat and complex carbohydrate. Now after the activity C, do you know why junk food is called so? What is the meaning of junk food? We all love eating junk food like pizza and burger and french fries and many more things, right? But why it is considered as a junk food? See, it is because junk food has very less nutritional value, because they don't have nutrition like a carbohydrate, fats or proteins or vitamins or minerals. They have very less amount of a nutritional value. That means that type of a food is not good for our body, but still we eat. Right? See here. These food items have high fat and sugar content, which is not good for our health. One should avoid eating junk food such as burgers, pizza, noodles and candies. Right? Once in a while is good, but such kind of a junk food like pizza, burger, candies, ice cream, these are not good for our health. And so it is called as a junk food, as it has a less nutritional value. Right? So please avoid it. Right? Okay kids. Now in the beginning of this lecture we have studied the complex carbohydrate. So related to that we will see a one small activity. Right? So that you can understand that how can we come to know that this food items will have the starch in it. Okay? So let us start. Okay kids. For this activity, before I start the activity, let me introduce to the apparatus I am going to use in this activity. This is the iodine granules. As you can see here, I have kept it over here. It is in the form of a granule, right? Nana dana ache. But when you press it, right, it will leave a one different color. As you can see here, that it is of a silver grey color. But when you press it with your hand, it will leave orange color. Right. So whenever you want to use iodine, first you have to make a solution. So this is the one chemical which I am going to use for this activity. Now this is a one apparatus called beaker, which I have filled with a water. Right. This is considered as a watch glass. It's a small dish like a system which is made up of a glass, mainly used for biological practicals and sometimes for chemistry practical as well. So this is considered as a watch glass. This is a test tube in which I have made the solution of iodine plus water. Right? I have just taken the granules of iodine and I have just added water into it and my solution is ready. Right? You just have to shake the test tube well so it will give you a different orange color. Right? This blue color stand is considered as test tube stand, where you can keep your test tube having a chemicals inside. Now this is the apparatus. Now material one I have explained you, that is iodine. Now the second material I am going to use, that is boiled potato. Now kids, we have studied that the potatoes, corn and rice are such kind of a food item which have the starch in it. But how can we prove it that yes, potato is having a starch? It's a very simple activity, but yet when you visualize it, you can have a better idea. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take only one potato in my watch glass. As you can see that it is turning into different color. What is the real color of a potato? It is what? White color. It is a boiled potato, right? You can smash it, but we are keeping it as it is, right? Now we have to show the presence of a starch in it. As we have studied that the starch is what? It is a complex carbohydrate. But how can we come to know that this food item will have a starch in it? It is a simple chemical reaction. What do you have to do? You have to take a food containing a carbohydrate and then slowly, steadily, when you pour the iodine solution in it, you will see that it is turning into different color. What was the actual color of potato? As you can see, it is white color, right? But when you pour a iodine solution onto it, it is turning into blue or black color, right? If you will take a stain of it, you can see that it is blue or black color. So what is this stain showing us? It is showing us that this food item contains starch, right? So anytime when you want to show the presence of a starch in any food item, you just have to use iodine solution. In the market, ready-made solution is also available. right? But what is the conclusion? That when the food item is getting converted into blue or black, that means this food item will have which kind of a nutrient? Starch. That means complex carbohydrate. So when you eat this type of a food item, the complex carbohydrate, that means the starch will get converted to the simple sugar, and that simple sugar will get mixed with your blood and you will get the energy. Right? So this was the simple experiment to show you the presence of a starch, right, in your food item. I hope you have understood. What you need to remember? Iodine, right, maybe it is in a granule forms, so you just have to add a water into it and pour that water onto the food item and see the color changing, right? Let me do it once again for you, right? This is a potato, as my hands of iodine, so it is turning into blue black. Just pour it simply on it. See, you can see as in when you pour the iodine solution on it, immediately the food is converting its color into different one, that is blue or black. So that is what? It is the presence of a starch. Clear? Right? So this was your activity. I hope you have enjoyed. Okay kids, so I hope you have seen this activity and you have seen the color change in it. Right? Now after this, I am ending my session over here, but whatever the topic we have covered today, you will read it once again, and for any query, you will go through this video. I am taking a leave right now. We'll meet next time. Okay kids? Bye bye.